welcome back to the Incredibly Average Podcast. Today we're joined by myself, Devin,
Travis,
Eric,
Johnny,
Mike.
We got the whole gang together today. Mike's back in town again.
skirt.
We got another special episode. We're gonna recap how our holidays went, and then we're gonna get into the New Year's stuff. We're gonna talk about some of our goals for next year, reflect on 2024 a bit, and just what we want to see for ourselves for next year. All right, so how was everybody's Christmas? Let's hear about it. I'll start it off. My Christmas was pretty good. We changed it up a little bit with all of our families this year, and on Christmas Day we don't have 3 things to do anymore, just 2. And Kelsey's half, which is also Johnny's half, we do it on a different day now, which is nice. It frees up some time on Christmas Day to relax and enjoy it a little bit. So that's always nice to have a little more free time on those holidays with your family, because they can be a lot. They can be a little mentally straining when you have 3 different houses to go to.
That makes the day with the other family enjoyable too, because you don't have to leave or do anything.
Right, yeah, you can stay and enjoy it.
Yeah, I had a good Christmas. We only went one place, so
You just went one place? You didn't do anything with your dad's side?
we did that on Christmas Eve.
Oh,
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Christmas
yeah.
Day you had one.
Yeah,
Day.
Christmas Day. Sorry. Yeah, Christmas Eve we always do it with my dad's side. My uncle put on Coin Pusher on the TV. That was the backdrop to prime rib dinner. Was Coin Pusher videos on YouTube.
There's always one YouTube video.
And it was
that sticks
awesome. Yeah, it was sweet.
out. Yeah, we've got our friends' Christmas party this weekend coming up.
That's going to be a pass from me.
Yeah. Couple people too far away. We're about 45 minutes out.
I can drive you if you need me to.
I'm coaching. I'm
Oh.
busy.
Just catch it on your way back. We know where you coach.
You'll be close. You can make it on the way back.
Yeah, I can get you because I'm actually gonna run down and pick Mike up, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive up there,
Okay.
and then I can drop you off, and I gotta take him back anyway that night because he's got work the next day.
Okay. We'll talk later.
Austin Boyd said, "Can't make it too far. Best wishes."
He's setting boundaries, and that's real.
Length mentioned.
Y'all got to talk about your Christmases, bruh.
I had a good Christmas. We did ours with Kyla's side on Christmas Eve. We went to her brother's house. And then on Christmas Day, my family came over for a Christmas dinner. And we did tacos instead of a traditional Christmas dinner. And it worked out really well. It was very good.
That's good. That's a good switch up too.
Yeah, it was nice.
Sometimes when you roll right from Thanksgiving to Christmas, that food gets a little old.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it right now. The Thanksgiving Christmas meal. I'd rather have something different for a while. So
Yeah, we had Italian.
Yeah,
Angelo's.
yeah, good.
A lot of people do pasta.
Yeah, we had pasta and chicken parm.
You gotta get on that Christmas fettuccine.
Spit
I'm
that
cool
shit,
with
player. Put that bar in.
Tune, how was your Christmas?
I had a super simple Christmas. It was just me and my mom. Nothing too crazy. We had a good time though. Watched football all day. She made all my favorite food because I'm not over Christmas food. Yeah, it was good. It was chill. Nothing too crazy. Had 3 days off this week, which was pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch any of the NBA games?
I watched the Warriors-Lakers game.
Yeah, nobody watched the other.
You're getting into the viewership?
That Sixers game was good.
Was it?
Yeah. I saw a bit of it. That's why I was mad about the, everyone's going to be watching football. No one's going to be watching basketball. But the Christmas Day NFL games blew ass.
They were not the most
They
entertaining.
were terrible games.
But yeah, Christmas was good. It was the simplest Christmas I've had, which is okay. But it was good.
Good.
Anybody get anything unique, like one special gift that they want to share? I actually got, just because I'm thinking about it, I got some cookies from Germany. It's like a big tin, and I want to give you some, Johnny, because I think you'll appreciate them. But one of them is like a Christmas loaf. It's like a cookie loaf.
It's not like a fruitcake.
It's
it
close
might
to
be
it.
a fruitcake. Kind of looks like one.
It's got like a white powdery top that looks like mold a little.
If you feel like you're not gonna finish them, my grandpa would appreciate them. I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a lot, so I'll give them because they'll go bad. And we opened a few. They're good cookies. container that they came in was like the gift itself, because it's like really intricate, detailed metal container that's you could put like a puzzle in it or something. Like you could keep it and use it for something else. Anybody else get anything interesting though?
I got the Tuxedo Cat Lego set,
Oh, there, that's what's up.
and I do
Yeah,
have a
sweet.
Tuxedo Cat, so I'm excited to put it together and take a picture with them side by side.
Don't take offense to this, but I don't feel like you can build a Lego set.
He has. Like
He
it's-
bought me
it's been
one
done.
for my birthday.
Yeah, I think so.
It was just a small bonsai tree, but this one's got a lot more pieces. So
Did you build his?
yeah,
He did. He did.
yeah.
He's got a little nick of the tiz, so he can sit down and do it.
A gift I really liked that I wasn't expecting, and one that I'm awaiting still. My mom got me some Cincinnati Reds tickets,
Oh,
so I'm excited
nice.
about that.
That's cool.
And she also helped contribute to some new furniture that I've been wanting
For your crib?
for my crib that you guys can't come to because I don't got drinks.
he doesn't have drinks.
It's over because he hasn't had any drink.
You can't just bring drinks.
He's got 2 pool tables, and he's never invited us into his house.
It does have
What's your
He
problem?
doesn't have
I don't got drinks.
The only reason I've been there is because I helped him move a piano in there.
Yeah, much appreciated.
And he didn't. I don't think he got a tour.
I did.
No, I gave it to her.
I saw the upstairs bedroom pool table,
Yeah, you saw both the pool tables that are there.
Yeah.
the basement pool table.
But yeah, I ordered some furniture that she helped contribute to. I'm not getting until early February though, so
Oh, that's that luxury.
Value City.
That's luxury, dude.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's better than taking it off someone's front yard that they're not using.
Hey, to each their own, right?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that.
I think a notable gift is Travis getting a Josh Naylor jersey a couple days after he gets traded.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Is that real?
Where'd
I
it
did.
go? Where'd
That's
it go?
crazy.
Where'd it
Trade
go?
notification, and then Kyla just
Because he got traded Saturday, right? Because we were talking about it at Laser Tag.
yeah.
At least you can take it back and get a different one.
Yeah.
You have the memories.
You
know,
teams
did they-
let you when they trade if you've ordered it in the past like 6 months or whatever, they get you.
The
We
team-
still have to suffer with Bo.
Suffer.
That's a hot take.
Get a Stephen.
We got to
what'd
talk
you
about
get?
it laser tag at some point because it was just brought up.
Yeah, we can talk about it in a minute. First, I want to recap a little bit more about the last episode. Eric, the world wants to know: have you gone on your first run yet?
Okay. Any bets at the table?
I'm gonna bet no.
Yeah, just by that reaction.
I'll bet the crib on no.
Hand over the keys. Bitch. No, just kidding.
Bullshit.
I haven't, okay? And I'm letting the world down, but I promise I'm going to do the marathon, okay? I told you guys this Saturday, but my ankle's been tweaked for the last couple of weeks because of soccer. It's feeling okay now, and we'll kind of get into it later, but this coming week, I promise it's starting 100%.
This week.
Yeah.
What day?
Probably tomorrow.
Oh.
Like Sunday tomorrow. I'm playing soccer later today, but start running tomorrow.
Hey, you said it last time.
No,
probably
but,
Sunday.
like,
My
Like I said,
cousin,
it's gonna tie into some stuff we'll talk about later, so I promise. Like,
my cousin was very happy to ask. Hey, Eric said he was going to run Sunday. Did he?
my biggest hater, my biggest
he just-
doubter.
You got some adversity ahead of you.
Hey, all my life, okay? Ain't nothing I ain't been through.
All my life. Been
got-
through some shit.
Hey, we saw that live
Yeah, we did.
before the allegation.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, a little Alex.
But yeah, no running for me. Sorry to disappoint.
Well, to be fair, I mean, if we really want to get into it, you don't need to run.
All right, I'm gonna give a shout out to Johnny. He texted me the other day saying that if I ever want to go to the rec with him, ever want to run, he's got me. Just let
What
him
a
know.
guy.
So probably won't happen. But
Honestly, if you don't
Offers
prepare
out
for
there.
it, you'll DNF and you'll walk on the sidewalk when they start opening the roads back up and you'll cry.
there we go. Mhm.
But
You could still get
Doesn't-
the full 26 in. Though.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I don't need y'all to doubt me too. I got this.
I'm not down you. I know you will. I just had people inquiring. That's all.
No, I understood. I'm getting a lot of crazy looks when I tell them I'm doing a marathon. They're like, "For real? Like you paid for it?"
You are?
You.
Yeah. I mean, I need to be running more too, but I've been running a little bit. Probably need to ramp it up here in January from what I've been doing. But I've been getting a little foundation built up. I just got a fresh pair of kicks sitting right behind you. Mike, have you lost any weight yet? How's that? going?
Hey, fatty.
Hey, big boy. How
Hey, we can't tell, fat ass.
No, I didn't get to weigh myself when I was at the gym, like prior to coming home. I did see a little electronic scale in the bathroom. So I went ahead and hopped on that after I took a piss because, like, Christmas Eve was my cheat day. Like, I think that night prior, like, once midnight hit, I ate a couple little cookie dough squares at my buddy Travis's house. And then, because that's our, like, food day is, like, our Christmas Eve party. I'm not going to miss out on that. So that's one of my 2 cheat days, that and the Super Bowl. And, yeah, I hopped on the scale and I'd lost 4 pounds. That was with all my clothes on and whatnot. I don't know how heavy a clothes I was wearing, but, yeah.
Did you factor in that piss weight?
Dude, I pissed after.
Okay.
So, or sorry, before. So, the piss was not included.
That's fair.
Hey, so you're getting down there.
I think so, and I think I've been doing it kind of healthy.
Do you
Also,
usually-
down like 10 pounds?
Yeah.
Do you weigh yourself buck naked?
No, because I weigh myself at the gym. So I just kind of take my shoes off and like everything on my pockets, and then hop on that scale. But
Trousers on.
yeah, because I don't have a scale at home. But like, I mean, I don't know. I guess Emily has a scale. I could just do it before I hop in the shower. Just hop on and see what it says.
Are you happy with the man in the mirror?
No, I won't beat that dude's ass.
You think you could take him?
Yeah. Fat little looks like I don't know. I will give him credit because he looks like he could beat the shit out of a kangaroo.
Ah, dude.
That's
We
the-
can talk about
that's
that
the
another
whole
time.
discussion.
I can beat the shit out of a kangaroo and then be mad.
Kangaroos can smell water.
What does that mean?
They can smell water.
What's that?
It's an advantage. If you can't smell water, then you're cooked.
Explain the advantage. Elaborate.
They have a advantage that you don't. You
Desert
can't smell
environment. They'd be way better off than you would
Because they
be.
would find water before I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'd beat your ass and go drink some water and leave you in the dust.
Where the fuck would I be in the desert?
You'd be all thirsty.
Next topic.
Yeah, transition, because you mentioned buying you dinner.
You're transitioning.
Yes. I'm sorry. You talked about buying you dinner, which I would gladly do for you every day of the week. I think it's messed up. Devin, we celebrated your birthday on Saturday, and you didn't buy all of us dinner.
I know.
Speak on that.
Well, I had dinner already, so you guys are fending for yourselves. You
And
know,
that's
I-
why none of us ordered a meal.
Well, I can't help that.
This big boss guy over here can't buy us dinner one time. Woo, on his birthday.
Thought you got a new promotion.
I start it next week. Nothing new with that. But I do start on Thursday with my new job. It's gonna be lit.
It's lit.
Yeah, I'll buy you guys dinner next birthday. How about that?
So
Okay.
so kind of you.
That should be a tradition.
But you guys have to buy me dinner for all your birthdays. Too.
I don't celebrate my birthday.
I don't invite any of you guys to my birthday.
I didn't either, to be fair. But I'm happy you guys could show up. It was nice. Brief break for a message from our sponsor.
Yeah, we-
Dun, 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 dun. Carla's Creations. Guys, do you have cookie needs? Do you have cake needs? Kyla's Creations has the product for you. Do you need a wedding cake? Do you need a birthday cake? Do you need some cake? Do you need cookies for New Year's? Don't order them. Wait until Valentine's Day. Kyla's Creations. Thanks for sponsoring us, Kyla.
We have to get a new sponsor. That's the worst ad read I've ever heard, bro.
Well, she won't come on and do it.
Then we just get rid of her time slot, bro.
We don't have any other options. Put on the hop to a 10-hour loop. Anybody have any goals that they set for themselves in 2024? Because I'll be honest, I think I did. I was going to lose weight this year. And I
So-
didn't do that at all.
We can tell.
I actually stayed the same.
Wow.
Wah, wah. I think the goal is not to lose weight, it's to do things that are healthy.
That's a good goal.
What about you? Did you guys have anything at all? Even that lasted for a day?
For 2024, I didn't set any like, articulable goals. It was just the same thing. It was pretty much the same thing I'm doing this year. So I'll say it whenever we get to the 2025 goals.
Yeah, I'd say
Treyway, you have
mine's the
anything?
same too. So
I didn't have any goals for last year, but I don't specifically have a goal for
You
this
had a-
year. But
Big year though. You got married. You went to Italy. You got married a year ago. My bad.
It was almost into the.
It was almost
Yeah.
2024.
Last few years, we have tried to travel more while we can. So we've gone a lot of places. But, I mean, that was kind of a goal for like 2023, 2024. What about Eric?
I have never been big into like resolutions. I'm typically a believer of like just do it whenever you have the idea. So I really don't think I set any last year, but I definitely will this year. You know, in the name of the pod. So
In the name of the pod.
Yeah.
Okay. Word. Well, let's get into 2025 because, hey, 2025, that's 10 years post-graduation for most of us, 30 years post-grad for Eric.
all right,
Wait, when did you graduate high school? Was it 2014?
13.
13. And we all graduated. The rest of us graduated in 15. So this is our 10-year reunion. Eric, did you go to your 10-year reunion?
I did not. Notice how I'm hanging with all you guys, and we didn't go to school together. So
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Did they have one though?
I was ostracized.
He was a fucking loser. Bro was in the Breakfast Club.
They did do something like a small. I think they like just got together and like tailgated before one of the football games, but I didn't go. So.
We skipped our 5-year because of COVID. That was right on 2020 mark, so we put it off. We were gonna do it at one point, and then it fell off. Let's just after like 2 years, we were like, we'll just wait till the 10-year. So Bart, if you're listening, good luck. Anyway, 2025. It's a satisfying year. It's a halfway point through the decade. Halfway through the 2020s.
It's crazy already.
Yeah, that's wild. I just turned 28 years old, and I have many gray hairs. I have quite a few.
I don't believe that.
Confirmed by my barber. Kelsey
That's
said,
messed up.
"You got some gray hair in there," and she looked at it. And I'm like, "No, I don't. It's the light." And then I went to get my hair cut. And he's like, "I mean, yeah, you got like a couple dozen."
I don't feel bad for you. I've had gray hair since high school. So.
Yeah, I mean, you have. Congrats.
I've actually had gray hair since middle school. Not to one up you guys.
I mean, it's not like I'm worried about getting gray hair. It's just a sign that aging is occurring, and I'm not looking forward to being old. But you know what? I am looking forward to 2025.
Eric is eating an imaginary piece of pie right now with a fork.
All right, so we made it
So everyday conversation.
through 2024. Failed goal for me. I mean, I guess I really only said, you know what, this year I'm going to lose some damn weight. And I didn't do that. But I did do a lot of other stuff that I didn't intentionally set a goal for. So I'm not much of a goal setter myself, but I think it is a good thing to do. So I should. If it's New Year's or what, it's just a good time to reset, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's after the holidays, everything kind of mellows out and you have a little more time to do stuff. So it's a good time to pursue some of your goals, get a good foundation, good footing, you know, develop some good habits in January, February. You're locked in, so it's a good time to start doing something. So what are we thinking for 2025?
I'm kind of on Eric's wavelength where I don't like to set a specific goal, but I would like to just maybe eat cleaner and just exercise more because I don't exercise that often and I don't eat that well.
Word.
News to
So
me.
maybe just cooking maybe just cooking more at home and then just exercising for at least 30 minutes a day when I'm off work. That's kind of hard for me to exercise with my schedule the days I work, but I guess I could do it and just kind of make it an excuse.
Just do it on your off days.
Yeah.
So you just want to work out and eat healthier than you did this year, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so, yeah.
So that's like how you measure your mark, just being better than this year.
I mean, I don't have much to go off of. I just know, I guess I kind of know that I don't eat that well, or cook that much at home.
More
So,
solid shits in 2025.
surprisingly, they're more solid than you'd think. Just not eating from home, like cooking that often at home.
Baby steps. What about Eric?
All right, so I got 2 that I'm gonna set, and I wish you wouldn't have went before me. I feel like some of us will have some similar goals, so it's all good. Normal resolution stuff. One of them is I would like to lose weight. I want to get down to at least 199 pounds. That is one less than Mike. Uh, listen, I'll just bring it up. It has nothing to do with your number. It's just because I haven't seen below 200 in like 5 years. And I would like to, and I feel like it's a possibility for me. So I want to try to do that. My second goal will coincide with that, I think, similar to what you just said. I would like to get some sort of physical exercise in at least 4 days a week, every single week. Whether that's playing a sport, I'm going for a run, even if it's just a 30-minute walk, sit-ups, lifting weights, whatever it may be, just to put in the effort to actually do some sort of physical activity multiple times a week. I want to do that. There are some times when I'm fantastic at that. Like I'll literally do something 7 days a week, but then the next week I'll do it once. So just to continuously be consistent with it is something that I think will be key and I really want to do.
Cool. I mean, I think we're kind of all on the same wavelength, and most people are on the, the fitness, losing weight. Mine was a little bit, I wouldn't say more in depth, but I just want to cut out as many processed foods as I can and just eat more whole foods, less ingredients, I guess is what I'm going for. I'll have a lunch that's like, it's not unhealthy, but it's like all processed, like a cheese stick and like little strawberry yogurt gummies and like just a beef stick or something, like a turkey beef stick. I don't know. But it's all processed and it has a shitload of ingredients. And I think what you put in your body is important, and I really don't pay attention to it that much. So that's big thing for me is less processed foods, more whole foods, superfoods, whatever it might be.
Did you say that's your lunch?
That's part of it. Usually
Okay.
I have like
I'm like, that's not a quality lunch.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I'm really in a rut, I'll throw a Uncrustable in there as my like main, and then have that stuff on the side. But some weeks I'll meal prep and have like chicken and rice as my main, and then stuff on the side. But I mean, if I'm struggling in the morning, I don't have anything ready to go, which is often, I grab an Uncrustable. Sue me. So that's really my only goal, is just to cut back on processed stuff. Obviously, I have goals like completing this marathon next year and training for it, and through all this stuff. Hopefully I lose some weight. That's just a secondary thing, that'll happen from doing everything else. So that'll be good, hopefully. I need to. My knees are screaming at me when I go on these long runs. Lose some weight.
Help me.
Give me some mercy. Have mercy.
Please, Devin, make this stop.
That's crazy.
So I mean, if I had to set a weight loss goal, I'm not doing anything too crazy. I'd like to get under 250, which I haven't been in years. It's 250. I'm like 275 on a bad day, 268 on a good day.
I'm gonna say it though. I think you look good.
You do look good.
If that is your weight, I think you look good.
Yeah, I'm a bigger.
I know a couple guys that are.
Who?
300.
Name drop them. Name drop 'em.
I will not say their names on this podcast, but I do know them.
Wow.
I know a guy who's 400.
I know two sisters that were 600 pounds. They lost a lot of weight.
The
because,
1,000-pound.
Oh, were they 1,000 pounds?
It was 1,000 together.
Together.
They were.
One was like over 600, and then one was like 480 or some shit.
Shout out to those sisters. Shout out to drinking the diet sodas that cancel out of sugar, because that is how they lost the weight.
Shout out Amy, you did it the right way.
Yep.
Oh,
I
did she
forgot
not?
their names. So.
You
Shout
got
out to the Amish.
My goals, Mike, are probably similar to yours.
Probably.
Because I think measurable goals are good. I set some measurable goals every now and then because it helps you achieve something. But I don't know, past 9 years or so, I just try to be better than the last year. Do more of what makes me happy. Be a little healthier. Spend some more time with family. Do things I like to do. Cut out things I don't really like, that I don't enjoy. Maybe learn some new things every year. So just little things like that, and they add up. And when I get to the end of the year, I kind of look back on some of those things and see what I can do in the new year learn new stuff. So that's how I like to look at the new year. Build some consistency on little things, and it really does add up. So it's been working for me. It's a good process in looking back over the years to see where I might have fallen short or not been the best version of myself and better myself.
So you're big into reflection and being better the following year.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. I self-reflect on what I might have done wrong or how I can be better, and just be a better person every year.
Yeah. I think that's what New Year's is good about, is that it's the end of the calendar year. You can reflect. It's a good time to do it and, pivot if you have some things you need to work on yourself. Also, for myself, like I said, we're getting up there in age, 28 years old. It's getting that
30.
It's getting to that time of
I'm leaving the podcast. Okay, get the fuck out of here.
we're getting to that time of our lives where children are going to start coming into the mix. And 2025, 2026 likely will be the year for myself and my wife to have a child whenever it happens, Yeah, so, I mean, obviously that's going to change a lot.
He's a gooner for sure.
Obviously, most of the stuff that I do, as far as for self-development, personal growth, at the end of the day, they're all to be a better person for my family, to be a better husband, and to eventually be a better father. So any positive habits that you can build and then push onto your family and be a role model is huge. So that's obviously going to be something that I keep in mind as I look through 2025 and what I want to do as far as starting a family and stuff. So that's where I'm at.
Very nice.
What about Mike?
Yeah, Mike, I think you had a similar.
I didn't know I was
Cool.
gonna have to follow the family.
I can flip-flop them around.
Okay.
You have a similar goal still.
But yeah, I don't have anything like really like articulable. Like I don't have like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this like specific thing. Like I'm not gonna like. I already kind of like work out pretty regularly, and like I get exercise because a lot of my hobbies are either going to the gym or I play tennis, golf, anything. I'm always getting out with friends and doing whatever. But tried pickleball and it kind of sucks. But I mean, it's fun enough.
That's a hot take.
No, I'll stand by it. My whole thing is like I like disc golf and pickleball, but like I'm at the age and my body's still able to do tennis and regular golf. So I'm gonna do those until I kind of get to that point,
Do you play singles or doubles pickleball?
Doubles.
Okay, see, Trav and I play singles.
I mean, I can do
Not fun.
I can do singles. It's still like a workout too, but
Yeah.
I was my.
But that's why we don't really like
Yeah.
doubles because it's not doing
Oh,
enough.
as I'm doing now, I would just rather do like tennis.
Fair.
Like something that's like a little
Yeah.
more difficult. I don't know, but
Yeah,
anyways,
tennis is fun and challenging. I like
Yeah.
to play it.
regardless,
Sure.
like my whole like little weight loss thing is just kind of like for a portion of the year. I mean, I just set like a date of February 15th, whatever. But my whole 2025 goal is pretty much just grow a little bit and then be happier. Like that's it. I always just strive to be happy, so I'll probably just do my same little hobbies, hang with the same friends, same family, like all that, because I'm already. I found a point in my life where I can just be happy with whatever I do. I will say the only thing I might do differently is I should just do a couple more lead time things. You know what I mean? I'll probably just do a couple things on my own because usually I have two large friend groups in different parts of Ohio, so it's always that, it's always family and whatever. But there will probably be days where at night I just do something I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean that'll probably be the majority of it. Just keep trying to find happiness, and that's it.
I think
Yeah.
we talked about that before, Mike. When your goals focus on just like finding what makes you happy,
Yeah.
you look back at your year and you're like, it was a pretty good year.
I was gonna say I already have like all the right people in my life, and then I already have like hobbies that I really enjoy. So I'll branch out and try new things like whenever the opportunity presents itself. I guess I'm not really seeking it, but like people, that's the thing about having so many people in your life, is you're always gonna have to like be trying something new. That's the whole thing. I do things I don't necessarily want to do like all the time, and I end up usually having a good time because I'm with those people. It's just pretty simple, yeah. So yeah, that's it. I mean, I probably won't travel too much this year. I know I have a lot of trips planned for like 2026, which will probably just put me into bankruptcy. But yeah, 2025 is pretty much just doing the old thing,
Japan 2026. If anyone's on board, DM us.
That would send me over the edge. I'm already trying to do Amsterdam and Ireland in 1 year. I don't think that's possible.
I think we could do it. We gotta go to the casino one time.
You gonna spot me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. If we just put
if we put 1,000 on double zero and green,
Yeah.
that's generational wealth.
1-800-GAMBLER. Be careful. Just want to announce that.
So, 2025. Hey, this episode's titled "Deaf to Discomfort" because that's part of what we need to do to grow is be uncomfortable, and that's what this show's all about. That's what we do. That's what we're trying to do. Is intentionally put ourselves in those positions to grow and learn. So obviously we're going to have a lot of new things coming up throughout the year on this podcast. One thing that I'm doing starting January 1 is a 30-day reading challenge, which is a lot of people read every day anyway, but I don't read. I've listened to about 12 books in the last 4 years. If anything, I'm an audiobook kind of guy, which I enjoy.
I'd say that counts.
Yeah, it counts.
For
and
sure.
I haven't even done
Debatable.
that, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, I listen to them in the car while I'm running. Usually they're nonfiction. I did the 4 Agreements. I've listened to some autobiographies, and I just finished Atomic Habits, which is a very interesting book that I actually got a lot from. So that's a good recommendation if you are trying to read a book. That's a good one to start at, especially with the new year coming in. It's about habit forming and different ways to keep yourself accountable and form positive habits in the real world. It was a good book.
Are you looking for certain type of books? Like, is that the style you're trying to read, or you're just
Yeah.
down to read anything?
I think at first, it's 30 days, so I'll probably only get through a book because I'd at least like to do 10 pages a day. So it's not anything crazy, but I'll probably stick to nonfiction, learn something. I have an actual book that is called The Disciplines of Execution, which is actually executing projects and things like that and being a leader and how to go about working through the corporate world.
What inspired you to want to do this?
To read?
Yeah.
I don't read, and I think it's a valuable thing to do. So I think a lot of the smarter people I know read, which when you look at that, there's obviously something to it. People read books and get smarter, and I think that's what it's about. You're learning something. So
Can I join you on this journey?
you want to read every day in January?
So I do read. I love reading, but I
Really?
don't always push myself to read every day. It's something I've talked about time to time, and I just let life get in the way. But the 10 pages a day, very doable. And a big thing with this pod, we've talked about it multiple times, but the accountability, super key. So yeah, I love reading though. I try to read at least 12 books a year.
Oh, really?
I usually get more than that, but I read tons of different types, whether it's like a fiction book, autobiographies I love. I read a lot of manga. I love going to the library. Definitely anyone listening, support your local libraries. They are wonderful. But yeah, I want to tag along on that.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's do it. All January, we can at least read 300 pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun.
If you count Twitter, though, I've read several books over the last few years
It's true.
because I'll just be scrolling.
I think
I'm
that
not gonna lie.
it's debatable.
A
Yeah.
little bit
Yeah.
of info.
I kind of want to jump on it, but not the same thing you guys are doing. Because I do want to read more. Like I always used to go grab books at Goodwill and then get halfway through them and then not finish them because I don't usually sit down to read in my free time. But probably won't do it in the winter, honestly. I like the vibe of nicer weather. After whatever you've done for the day, whatever long day you had, kind of sitting down, because I can always just grab a thing of bourbon and a cigar and then just sit on the porch and read.
Absolutely.
I think I would kind of like to do that. I'll do audiobooks during the winter. Maybe I want to read through all the Game of Thrones books, like the Ice and Fire and all those. But
That's a commitment there.
I know, but I might do it audiobook
Yeah.
as I'm anytime I'm driving or whatever, just toss it on and get through it because they have the basically voice acting for it, which would be cool. So maybe I'll give that a shot.
There is something to that though. Like the nicer months, I loved taking a drive or a walk to a local park and just reading. Or I have an outdoor daybed that come home from work, I would go chill out there and read a little bit. Just the nice weather, the sun shining on you. It is a great feeling.
Yeah. I just think that's a good, because usually a lot of my favorite times is when you're relaxing outside, if you're by a fire or whatever. My mom does this, but yeah, usually, yeah, I'm just out there either talking to someone or I'm just doing whatever by myself, just sitting outside. So, reading a book would be just something to do,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's easy to say that reading is like nobody has time to read a book, and that's what I've kind of been at is like I feel like I have time, but go in your screen time. I challenge you to go in your screen time and see how much you've been on your phone, and that's kind of what I'm trying to replace is before bed. Not every night, but a lot of the time I'll get on my phone and just go through stuff for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can replace half of that with a reading and then eventually maybe not do that at all because I think I'm into some brain rot on TikTok and like I scroll through Instagram like 4 times and see the same stuff and like what's the point? So I'll challenge anybody else out there too. Try to put down the phone before you go to bed, talk to your loved ones, and maybe read a book instead of scrolling through TikTok. I mean, that's just a waste of time, really. It's fun. I can't lie. It is fun.
It's easy and leisurely, yeah.
You know, sometimes you get a good, but I will sit on TikTok for an hour and I won't even crack a smile sometimes.
You can rot in bed and like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you're
crazy.
Looking
So
through it.
I am a firm believer that no one, the 80% of people are not like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You have time. No one's.
Right.
You might have like a packed day or like a busy week or something like that. But you can always make time. You can always clear like even an hour, 2, 3, 4
Yeah.
hours to like do something like that. All you have to do is like
It's just cutting out like you said, cutting out your phone time for the reading.
there's stuff
Cutting
you do. Yeah, it can be phone time. It can be like if you're watching a show like at night. Like you can always replace something with. You can always make time. It's simple as that.
You can set a reminder on TikTok for any time.
An app limit.
Mine's 45
Oh, yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
After 45 minutes, it says you want to keep watching, and you can decide from there.
yeah,
That's a good thing.
You got to cut that down though. 45 minutes.
It's a long time.
It goes by.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
okay.
45
All right.
is actually not bad.
I thought you meant in one sitting though. I got you.
Yeah, and the same goes for like exercise because most people think they don't have time to do that either. Look at your screen time. Look at what you do throughout a day. Just do it for a week. Like track everything you do and how much time everything's taking, and you can move stuff around and find time to exercise and read and do things for yourself. Because I guarantee a lot of your time is wasted, honestly, because that's how my life is. A lot of my time can be wasted. So that's something to look at as well going into the new year.
You can always double dip too to make it a more efficient day. I know most people like a lot of people do have trouble like multitasking, which I understand because what I'm about to say probably won't like some people just can't do it. But when I'm working during the day, a lot of times I'm either listening to a podcast or maybe I have like a show I'm watching in the background. Like I can do both work and listen to that. I know some people can't, but if you go hop on the treadmill and shit, like I see people reading books on the treadmill or on the bike, and then you can even put your phone up on the thing and watch a show or something or a movie or something or whatever you gotta do. But you can always find time places you can double dip.
Yeah.
Especially when you're that's the whole point of people doing audiobooks too. Is you can do that when you're driving.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like a 15-minute drive. Okay, that's probably the equivalent of like what 5-6 pages.
Yeah.
Maybe more, depending the book.
Depends on the book, but yeah.
Yeah, and so that's you can always find a place to like double dip and just make it more efficient. Take part in that.
Running is like prime podcasting. That's when I.
It is.
That's when I catch up on to listen to.
I think some people just want like for like certain exercise you like people want music obviously to kind of get you in that mindset, but like if you can like be mentally focused, like yeah, you can listen to a podcast and stuff. I've listened to podcasts on my like lighter lifting days.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when I mean I know people like when you're running, some people want to listen to music because it might like hype them up a little, you know, or
I'm fine just listening and learning. Something.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but even at my house, I have a walking pad and I set it up in front of the TV.
Yeah.
So like I can watch shows, but still get the exercise in.
Yeah, and that just frees up so much time in your
Yeah.
day too. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't mind reading or listening to a book while I run. Usually that's a good time for me to do it. But again, you have time to do these things if you want to. You just have to make that time. So maybe try time blocking. I've tried time blocking at work and it actually makes me much more efficient. You know, I'll do 30 minutes, I'll work on this, 30 minutes, I'll work on that, an hour I have this meeting, and block out your whole day and you get a lot more done than you would. At least in my job, I have to prioritize my time how I see fit and how I need to. So time blocking helped me get all the little things done and then work on the big stuff and start chipping away at the bigger things. So
Time management episode.
time management, yeah, let's do every single minute of every day for the next month. No, I'm just kidding.
Gonna have like
That's not necessary.
10 hours worth of gooning.
It's like that Steve Smith calendar when he's like, "Let me check my schedule."
yeah.
It's like whack it, whack it, whack it, whack it, whack it. And he's like, "I can move stuff around."
I'll keep reading. I got a couple books I read, but
Yeah.
I do stick to a certain genre. I don't really read fiction too much anymore.
I read a lot of autobiographies. I like
Yeah.
learning about people that I'm a fan of or whatever, but I do sprinkle in the
I mean,
fiction here and there.
I really like fiction. Don't get me wrong, but I read a lot of nonfiction, either related to my job or stuff like that. So
Right.
Yeah, I think fiction's fun to read. Like, I haven't read fiction since I was in school, but fiction is more fun. But I can't find the value in it personally.
Fiction's an escapism.
It
like,
opens
it's-
up your brain in other ways.
Yeah.
I guess so.
It
Yeah.
just broadens you and whatnot. But yeah, I guess like what you're overall gaining for your real life maybe isn't the same, but it does have like themes that it, like, tells you.
You
so
need to think about those themes more than
fiction's an escapism.
nonfiction.
I think if you live in like a creative space where you have to be creative for work, reading fiction kind of gives you ideas and opens up different pathways. But just personally for me, I don't really read or get into fiction. I did actually start listening to the Game of Thrones House of the Targaryen book.
Oh yeah.
It's very long, and I got out of it. But it's interesting.
Yeah,
You know,
I think autobiographies are a good thing for someone you like. I know when Matthew McConaughey released his, like, I still need to listen to that, but I mean,
Yeah. I'm actually listening to it right now.
I was gonna say, like,
I've read it. It's a good book.
people have very good ones, and you kind of see like the steps they took in their life. And obviously, none of us are pursuing things like that, like acting careers and things where you have to make it big.
Yeah.
But you can kind of see the steps they take to set them up in a certain way and like how they go about their day.
Yeah.
Maybe try to read. Maybe put in one of your books this year as a fiction book.
Yeah.
Activate that side of your brain. And
See what it's all about.
It'll help you think about your job differently. Hopefully,
I
That's the
remember-
goal of creativity.
Fiction books, like, that was the only time I got sucked in. Like, when I was reading The Hunger Games,
Oh yeah.
I got locked into them, and I'd read like 50, 60 pages
a
and not even realize it.
Great series.
Yeah, those were great books. And I guess I forgot about how you can get locked into them.
I got a recommendation for a good fiction book for you.
Anything by Helen Keller?
You can leave that. Podcast.
We gotta have a Helen Keller special because we don't believe in Helen Keller in this house.
We need to have Brandon Shade on for that though, because he could probably go an hour talking.
Yeah, Brandon will lock in on Helen Keller. He knows a lot of the lore, and he's watched the videos, and he knows too much.
Not to give a hint or anything, but he thinks it's bullshit.
I mean, who doesn't really? A little far fetched. Yeah, I was listening to autobiographies for motivation, I guess. Like David Goggins and Cam Haynes. I'd listen to their stuff, and it would just motivate me to exercise because that's kind of what a lot of what they do is talk about how hard they exercise and how, the crazy things that they're doing and how it makes you feel like you can do more than you are. So that's kind of why I would listen to that. But I've gotten more into nonfiction that isn't geared towards strenuous exercise, but just getting through life and, what other perspectives are, and like Atomic Habits and just creating positive habits and trying to have a more enjoyable life. Books are good, I guess. Support your local library. Like Eric said, they have a lot of resources. Head to the Stark County Library. They do a lot there.
Yes, sir. They
A lot of
really
good
do.
stuff. They do. I think they do something with DNA and ancestry there. Like you can find some of your family tree and family history. They have people there that do that.
Yeah, I've had a couple family members do that. Go to the library, and I forget how it works, but you can find that info out there.
They hold a lot of events too, where you can they bring in authors, some that you can meet and whatnot. I met Danny Trejo through that.
Really?
Yeah.
Sick.
So
You talking about like the guy from
the
Spy
actor
Kids?
Danny Trejo, yeah, he because he wrote a book. He's had an insane life,
Yeah. Interesting.
phenomenal book, and through the event, it was free. I got to meet him. It was cool.
That is cool. Anyone else have any things that they're gonna get into in early 2025? Or just letting this shit ride?
I'm always letting it ride. I'm a wild
You're
card.
cashing out every time.
You're cashed out.
I don't cash out. That's a problem.
January 2nd, you're cashed out.
January 6th, I might cash out.
Oh, I'm busy January 6th.
So Coming up January, we're doing some reading, clean eating, more exercise, all 2025, personal growth, development, getting closer with our families, looking into the future with our children and our lives. It's going to be an exciting year for everybody, I think. So that's a wrap on today's episode of the Incredibly Average Podcast. As we step into 2025, let's make this year one where we embrace discomfort, challenge ourselves, and push beyond the limits that we have set for ourselves. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share it with a friend. We'd love to hear your stories too, so don't forget to connect with us on social media and share your experiences of stepping into the unknown. So until next time, stay comfortably uncomfortable and keep being incredibly average. See you in 2025.